Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, and let's just jump right into this video. By the way, thank you guys so much for stopping and checking out this video. I'm just showing you guys that, how I prep my skin. Well, just the eye cream portion. If you guys are interested in seeing how I fully prep my skin before makeup, sometime, because it depends on the day. Sometimes I'm lazy, sometimes I spend the time. If you guys want to see that, just let me know. So I just applied some First Aid Beauty eye cream under my eyes, and then I went in with my Fenty Beauty primer. I think this is the Pro Matte one. Yeah. And then I'm going to go in with my NARS foundation, the shade Dark 3. And I'm going to apply this on the lower parts of my face and around my mouth. This foundation is a little bit too dark for all over the face by itself. So I just apply it down this area where I may need a little bit more color correcting. And then I'm going to go in with my Lancome Tinted All foundation, the shade 550 Suede C or C Suede, something like that, on a brush. And I'm going to apply this all over my face. This foundation gives me like a light to, not light, but like a medium to full coverage. And I like the finish of it. It's more natural. And the NARS one is a little bit more thicker. I know people might hate me for saying this, but I do not like the NARS foundation by itself. I have to mix it. That's just my preference. That's because the NARS foundation does look a bit heavy on my skin by itself. But that's just my personal preference, okay? And at this moment, I was looking for my Too Faced concealer, and I didn't know where it was because I finished one and I have a new one, but I just don't know where it is. So I just grabbed one of my other concealer. This is the NARS Creamy Radiant Concealer in the shade Amande. I haven't used this concealer in so long. To be honest, I don't know if I should even be using this concealer. I probably have it over a year now, okay? But we're going to use it because that's what my hands grabbed. So let's go, okay? I'm going to blend this under my eyes, my eyelid, gel everywhere where I put concealer. And I tend to have to like double up in certain areas under my eyes, just to get rid of that indentation, especially when I just wake up, like now when I'm recording this. My eyes tend to have that deep set and that little darkness, so I tend to double conceal just to get rid of that, or to camouflage it, I should say. So yeah, I'm going to blend this concealer out in all the areas. And as I said, yep, right there, I'm going to double conceal, and then I'm going to set this with my Laura powder. When I'm setting with the Laura powder under my eyes, I tend to bring it down a little further than where the concealer stops, as this powder is a little bit more matte, and I tend to get oily right in that little area between my cheeks and my nose. So I tend to bring the powder down there, even though there's no concealer down there. It just helps to keep that area matte, and also to transition the lightness of the concealer in with the foundation. I hope that's making sense. And the camera had stopped recording, so I'm showing you guys what I actually did for contour. I'm using my Fenty concealer in the shade 495, I think. Yeah, 495. And I just, take this under my cheekbones, on my forehead, corner of my nose, not the corner of my nose, the bridge of my nose, and under my jawline. Okay, and I'm just going to blend this out. This is really easy to blend. I forgot how good this concealer looked, when I use it to contour. But that's because I'm not a fan of cream liquid contour. Like, this extra step is so when I have time. And time is not something that I have when I'm doing my makeup. I don't know why. Well, I know why, because I got to rush out to go to work. I don't really do my makeup to sit in the house, to be honest. Maybe one day I get to that level. Let's see. But I do my makeup when I'm going out to work or something. And normally I don't have all this time. And yeah, cream concealer does look good and make a difference, but do I think it's necessary for every day? No. So if you don't know how to do cream concealer, if you're scared of it, you don't have to do it. Powder is just fine. I use powder a lot more than I use creams and liquids. So yeah, it sounded like I was ranting. No, I'm not ranting. I'm just saying you don't have to use cream and liquid contour, okay? And I did snatch that nose, honey. You saw that? So what I'm doing right here is just going back with the area of the sponge that I used to concealer. And I'm just going to go over the edges of the concealer since we just blend the cream after we set it, just to make sure that everything is nice and smooth and blended. And then I'm going to take the set of the sponge that I used for the foundation, and I'm going to use this to kind of clean up kind of clean up the contour area. And then I'm going to set my entire face with this foundation powder, the Cedar Fix foundation powder from MAC in the shade NW50. So I'm also going to take another shade of the Cedar Fix powder. This is NW58. You guys see me do this all the time, but I always include some portion of my face makeup in my videos. Just in case it's your first time coming across my video, you will get a snippet of how I do my makeup. Well, not a snippet. I think I'm pretty much showing you guys everything. But yeah, I just take this everywhere. I apply the cream contour. And I'm going to use this powder contour to set it and to further define. Okay? Now I'm going to do something that you guys see me do all the time, and that is the glow. Okay, I'm going to use the MAC in Extra Dimension blush in the shade Hard to Get. And yeah, I was just looking at my hairline. This hat just receding back, and yeah, I wasn't going to say nothing, but it's alright. But I'm using this blush just to add some glow to my cheeks. I like a glow, not a highlight. If you're a highlight person, fine. I don't like it, so I'm just going to apply this blush only to give me some color and glow. Okay, now you're up close, you're in my face. I know you're seeing all my texture. This is around the time of the month. So yeah, the texture is real, and I also have eczema. That's how you say it. So yeah, often I could just wake up and my skin just has texture for no reason. Something I learned to live with. It doesn't bother me. So yeah, yeah. I'm saying a whole bunch of yeah. So I'm starting with my eyes, and I just use Graph Black from MAC just to tight line my eyes and line above the lash line a little bit. Then I'm going into my Jackie palette, and I'm going to take the shade Pinker, and I'm going to use this to blend in the crease. And yeah, I kind of just do circular motion back and forth, flare the brush up. However, I have to do it to make it look nice and smooth and blended. That's how I blend. And yeah, if I say yeah one more time. But yeah, I'm going to also take the shade Pinker under my lash line. I'm just going to do like a wrapped around kind of eye look. And I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, which is Edges. It's the dark brown. And I'm going to apply this on the ends of my eyelid and like in halfway into the crease. Right? And just blend this. Now for the eyelid, I'm going to take this beautiful kind of taupey shade called Lituation. And I'm going to take this on my fingers over my eyelid, the area where I didn't apply any shadow pretty much. And I'm just going to blend this over the eyelid like that. Did I already say that? Yeah. And then go back with the brush just to make sure it's nice and smooth. And then for the under eye, I decided to go with the purple. I don't know if I love it that much when I see the finished look. I wish I'd just probably stick with the browns, but you know, I was just trying something different, and that purple wasn't even bright enough, so I chose to take the shimmering purple in the palette and use that over it, but not all the way to the end of my eye corner. You know what I mean? Right? Just like almost to the end, like 3/4 way, but not all the way to the end. And yeah, right there was feeling it, but the more I look at it when I'm done, I'm like, and throughout the day, I'm like, ooh, I wish I didn't put the purple in it, but it's already done. So yeah, I did put some glue onto my lashes, and now I'm just finishing up the eyes pretty much. Filling in my brows, pretty simple. I'm not a brow sculpting girl, you guys may have noticed already. But yeah, I just like to fill my brows in, set them with some brow gel, and be on out the door, okay? So yeah, that's what I'm basically doing. And this pencil is from Anastasia in the shade Chocolate. Then I'm sitting with my ColourPop Clear Brow Set. I mean, I've been using this for a while. It's pretty good. I like it. But it doesn't last all day, I must say, to be honest. And then I'm just going to apply some lashes. This, again, sometimes it's really easy for me. Sometimes it takes some time. Today was one of my good days, you know, so don't mind if you don't know how to do lashes. Just keep practicing. Trust me, you will get it. I was once a beginner, okay? Now I'm gonna apply some mascara onto my bottom lashes just to give them some definition. And yeah, I kept looking at the purple. I edited out most of it, but yeah, I was like, I want to take this purple off. But let me know you guys like this purple with it down below, okay? And now moving on to the lips, I'm going to take MAC Chestnut and I'm going to use this to line up my lips, okay? Then I'm going to go in with Coffee. This is or was an eyeliner from MAC. They no longer make the shade, but this just adds some more depth to that chestnut because I like chestnut, but it's just not deep enough on me for the look that I want, okay? So I take the Coffee eyeliner, which is a really deep cool tone brown, and I just use it to trace the outer parts of my lip. Then I'm going in with So Me Liquid Matte, also from MAC, and I'm going to use this, and yeah, I was looking at it like, do I like it, do I not? But yeah, I like it. When it dries down to like a very mild cool tone mauvey purplish kind of lip, right? And I'm showing you guys what I do, you know, squeeze my lashes together. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget the thumbs up. Wait, no, it's not the finished look. I decided to add a little inner corner highlight and also take that shade and pop it on the center of my eyelid just to add a little bit more dimension and reflection to the look, okay? And yeah, I was feeling it. I ain't even gonna lie, I'm looking at it now, I'm like, do I really love the purple with it or do I not? It's fine, it looks fine, right? Let me know down below if I should have stick with the brown or if you like the purple, okay? But yeah, this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Don't forget to thumbs up, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff. And yeah, watch me while I film myself. This bob, y'all, I've been rocking this bob for a while. I'm going to try to put up a video about this bob after this. But yeah, on to the next one. Bye, guys.